What it do, baby? We back at it once again with this thing called Wooisms.
Yes, sir.
Yep. It's your boy Woo. Woostradamus. Woo done did it. Check the box.
Woo done dada.
Woo done dada. Woo done dada. Woo daddy. Woo hadn't. All you haters can't get at me. Man. And I'm here with the good brothers. The great brothers. My partners in crime, man. 50 grand. Cadillac with 4 flats. Sitting on bricks. Outside of the projects.
Hey, you remember when like rent and roll, niggas was getting rims and getting them repoed?
Oh man, yeah.
Like nigga be at Target, go in Target, come back out, his whole car be on bricks,
on cinder blocks.
Be like, what happened? Got them rims repoed, not stolen but repoed.
Man. So y'all know, like, my algorithms be all over the place on Instagram. But for some reason, like this week, man, like a lot of like nostalgic music has been popping up on my feed, man, especially like from our college days, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like, man. Oh man, like we lived in a good time. Like we were born blessed.
Yes.
I seen something, it said we was born in the 80s, we grew up in the 90s, we lived through the early 2000s, we lived through the millennium, and we in 2025, I don't know how many decades that is, but man, what a time to be alive. That's all I can say. We had the best cartoons, the best TV shows that raised us up. We had like some of the best music, arguably, hands down.
Facts.
Like, man, it was one, and it was just like the Crunk era. The Crunk era, man, like, we can go in the club, and we can goddamn throw some bowls. We can goddamn go outside with T.I. Bring them out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Lil Jon and the East Side Boys era.
Man.
DJ when we walking it out and two-stepping. Like, bruh, like, man. You know, then we had all like the little groups, man, like the Shop Boys, the Franchise Boys,
man,
D4L. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing but just tall tees, baggy pants,
Jabos with the straps. Man, like, oh my man, boy, I remember that phase, boy. I had every color strap Jabot jeans it is. Martha Francis Jabot. Man. Oh man. Y'all remember B boots?
Man, what you say?
B boots. The Buffalino boots. Oh man. And they had every color. Like for a minute they put Tim's to shame.
Yeah.
Like, cause everybody wanted B boots.
People weren't wearing Timbs, like at least down here. They weren't wearing Timbs like that. It was all about B boots.
All about the B boots, man. Like, oh man, what a fucking era, man. Roscoe Dash, Waka Flocka. Oh, what a time, brother. What a time.
Yeah, man.
Well, after previous episodes, let me go ahead and introduce Jay.
Yeah.
Because if I introduce his 75 minutes later in the episode, We'll still be on introductions. So, man, my partner, man, my homeboy, first grader, to the left of me, man. You need your pause machine pausing. You need some lights up. You might need some visual something going on. Anything. You know what I'm saying? Your audio don't sound right. Jay gonna say, hold up. Pause. For the cause. Let me get this right. If you don't look right on your video, Jay gonna say, hold up, move to the left. Take a step back. He gonna do that thing they do when they hold up their fingers. And he gonna get you right. You know what I mean? My guy, anything that can be done, he gonna do it. Slingshots, cargo vans, it don't matter. Scooters,
Don't matter.
it don't matter. Bicycles,
Don't
electric, it don't matter. If you need a Peloton, Jay got the hookup.
Peloton.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, for y'all who, if you need P90X, Jay got you. Ain't gonna have Sean T on it. Was Sean T on P90X? What's Sean T? I don't know.
Nah, he was, golly, it wasn't a P90X, though. I can't remember the name of his.
Yeah, I remember that era, man.
It was
P90X.
Insanity.
Oh, Insanity. Yeah,
Yeah.
P90X hit. Then Sean T was like, I got something for you.
Yeah.
You want to burn? Come get on Insanity. I tried that shit one time. I said, nope, it ain't for me.
Bruh, what you say? It's like, this is day one. Like, I shouldn't be feeling like this after day one. I can't get to day two because I'm still dying from day one. What do you mean? I remember doing that in the living room. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, nigga breaking everything in that bitch trying to move. Man,
that's like your boy that be in all the black movies. I ain't know he was one of the Darren's dance grooves.
Oh, you talking about Darren DeWitt? How something?
He be in all the black
My
movies.
boy that's in Family Business.
Yeah, boy, he had the whole Beijing. His whole head was. In the next season, they came back. He was bald.
He was bald. I was like, what the fuck, man? I'm talking about clean, smooth baldy, man.
Man.
Smooth baldy.
Darren's dance group.
Man, I tried that shit too.
Bruh. Like, they were dancing like so differently then, though. Like, they was like popping and locking, but like for him, he was like too swole to be popping and locking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it just looked uncomfortable.
Him and what's the other dude name, man? Before Chris Brown and Columbus Short, damn, old buddy that was in Say the Last Dance. That black dude.
Oh yeah,
I can't think of his name. I think his name Sean something.
Sean Patrick.
Sean Patrick Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nigga got goddamn 3 first names. Oh, Sean Patrick Thomas. Yeah, man. But look, Jay got the hook up on all of it, man. Our favorite Fabletics ambassador, Jay Easy. What happened, brother?
Not too much, bro. Just chilling, man. Chilling.
Jay got on the scully, man. We can't even do a wave check.
Nah, he said it's too chilly for that. Too
Man.
chilly.
Yeah, I need a cut too, man. It ain't nothing. I need to do that tomorrow. I've been saying that for about 2 weeks now.
Shit. You good, brother?
I'm straight, man. You know, they got it's some. You know, it's always something with the job. They're gonna always come with some. It's just funny to me, man. Now they do this whole, you know, like you do your own reviews.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, bruh. It's really saving your manager the time of reviewing you by getting you to review yourself, and then they go over it with you.
Yeah, self-evaluations.
Yeah, come on, bro. Like,
that ain't nothing, man. When I was in the army, we used to have these what they call OER, officer evaluation reports, and all my damn, like, they would always say, "All right, LT, you write it up, send it to me and let me read it." Shit, I'm the best motherfucking soldier it is. Shit.
But see, then they really don't want you to. They gonna come back and like make everybody basically have the level of like mediocre. Like the whole goal is to put everybody at 3, and you know they really don't want to put anybody at like 4 or 5. So it's like, man, just do this, man. We going through the motions for you to say this is where we at. Come on, man.
Yeah. And see, like, when I found out, like, when we was doing our shit, they'll be like, you know, if they grading, if they have like 4 or 5 lieutenants up under them, only one would get exceeding.
Yeah.
And then, or 2 will get exceeding standards, and then everybody else. I used to try to be the first one to turn my shit in. Man, give me exceeding.
Yeah, that's how I was just like exceed some, meet some, or fail or whatever, something like that.
It's funny we talking about this. I was talking with one of the managers for another department at the job, and he was talking about a particular tech, and dude been getting outstandings the last 3 years, and this year he didn't get outstanding. Like, he just got like achieving, which is like, I guess instead of it being a 5, he got a 4.
Yeah.
And dude was like, I'm not doing outstanding. He's like, well, you ain't really done nothing different from the last 3 years you done it. And he was like, well, that's still outstanding. No, it's not, because you didn't increase.
Yeah, you haven't improved.
You hadn't improved at all.
Yeah, if you still at the same place you were 3 years ago, motherfucker, you ain't did shit outstanding,
right,
motherfucker. You are just there.
It's meeting expectations. That was what it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, meeting expectations. Like, yeah, you meeting the expectations that you have set for the last 3 years. Like,
yeah,
you ain't got better. So, but that's, you know, they tie that to your raises. So,
yeah,
you know, he's trying to be like, I wanted the best raise. Well, you should have performed a lot better than what you had last year. You know,
that's how they're gonna get us, just to basically make sure everybody just get the bare minimum of the raise amounts. That's all it's about.
I don't know if I feel good or not, because we don't even get like real evaluations at the post office.
Yeah,
I'm just like, shit, I'm here. They're like, oh, you know, I need to do this evaluation on you, Kendrick, and just to check the box. Yeah, am I getting a raise?
Right.
No, because I mean, I get an increase. I think every 6 months.
Yeah.
I don't even be knowing when I get an increase.
You be like, huh? The check was a little bit more than what it was.
I was like, damn, did I do any overtime that week? Then I go and look. I'm like, oh shit, I got a little increase. You know. But shit, I'm glad I don't have to do evaluations no more, man. Maybe I do evaluations on y'all, see where y'all live.
We don't get paid as it is, so what's the point?
Okay, yeah, you meet the standards.
Get a raise from nothing to nothing.
Shit.
Like, all right,
Yeah,
got it.
man. But sitting across from me, everybody's favorite bishop. Everybody's favorite rich bishop. Yes, sir. Man, I was sitting on the back porch. I seen son rolling around in that fancy car. That nice, sporty car. Leaving from his 5 acres of land.
It's not 5 acres.
Okay, 4.96.
It's not. It's your story. You
Yeah. Man, one of the biggest houses on the other end of Magnolia. And you can't tell me that's a lie, cause all y'all over there y'all got land behind y'all houses.
Y'all over there.
Yeah, them over there, Jay. Like you go to his side of Magnolia Springs, and it's like, you know how when we used to go over our white friend's house back in the day, and you like, damn, they live over here. That's how it is when you roll over here. So you be like, god damn. Like you step out in their backyard, man. This nigga got an archery lanes back there. This nigga got a outdoor shooting range back there.
Damn.
This nigga even got a little 2 go-kart racetrack back there.
Got a racetrack in the backyard.
Yeah. I'm waiting on that nigga to put the goddamn Ferris wheel back there. Shit. And I just be looking at my backyard like, oh, okay. There's Jack. The Cane Corso.
Oh man, that dog is huge.
Yeah.
Huge,
Man. Oh my God. You know, sometimes, man, I be glad I don't have no dog. Cause like I be riding through here, man, and people be walking their dogs. And they dog shit, and they have to have their little poop bags. I'm like, shit, I don't even like wiping my own ass. You think I want to pick up dog shit?
Bruh, like whenever we walk Titan, you can tell when he be looking for a place to poop. I be like, nope, sidewalk, stay on the sidewalk. Nope, stay over here because I'm not picking up no poop today.
Oh, you the culprit that be leaving that shit out there.
Hell nah. I wait till we get back home, sir. And then as soon as we get home, I let them in the backyard. You do it at our house, don't we?
You like one of them parents be like, Did y'all parent always like, don't go over there and shit at them folks' house?
Yeah. Like, hey, go to the bathroom now.
Oh, go over there and shit at them folks' house.
Yep, you go to the bathroom right now.
Let's see, nigga be holding that shit about 5 hours of playtime.
Yeah, be like, golly. Just be letting out little farts. That way you won't have to. Letting out little poots. Yeah, like,
Oh, man. But yeah, man, you know, the ordainist himself, the silhouette speaker himself. You've heard the voice before you've seen his face on Fatal Attraction. Did the new episode aired yet?
Nah, not yet.
Okay.
Nah, I think it's probably got like another couple of months.
Okay. Yeah, man. My guy, man, Mr. C. Breezy stole his shit because he was residual before Breezy. Bishop Sean Anthony Hessele, G.O.D. What's happening, good brother?
I'm good, dog. I'm good, man. Kicking it. Got the hookah and got oil. I'm straight. Straight, man.
Outstanding, good brother. Outstanding.
I feel like you already did your intro. You whooshed your diamonds.
Hey, man.
Woody woo. Like, you did it all, like, leading up
Woo-wee.
to. Yeah, you did it all before.
Don't do.
You know what I'm saying? The community activist himself. You know? Woo love the kids.
Woo love the kids, man.
Woo love the kids.
Man.
Everybody's favorite Q.
Man, I tell you, bro, like, so, you know, Jay does track.
Yeah.
And the last 2 track meets I went to, man, and just seeing, like, I didn't realize I had, or not I, but, you know, we have a lot of lamplighters that run track and stuff, and they'll come up to me, Mentor, woo, watch me now, watch me. Man. Like, I didn't realize, like, track events are so, what's the word I'm looking for? Shit, I can't even think of the word, man, but
Them alls look intense.
that's what, man, they so fucking intense, bro. They so intense. And I do not know where my son got the passion to run. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I mean, I I did the shit when we was in middle school just so I can get out of class early.
Yeah.
I didn't do it in high school because I was already doing football and ROTC. But man, like this dude here, he runs the 100, he does the 200, and he does the 4x100, and he's so nonchalant like a motherfucker, man. Like I had to get on him. I'm like, bro, wear your spikes. He got out there and ran one event in some tennis shoes and came first in his heat.
Oh snap! That's what's up.
I said, bro, put your spikes on. He said they hurt my feet, Dad. I said, well, goddamn, walk around in the backyard and break them in. And shit. But man, you know, shout out to my boy, man. He in his region and section, sectional, and I don't understand track terminology, so track people don't kill me. I don't understand it. I will tell you, I will admit, I don't understand track times or none of that shit. But the last stats that we saw, man, he was like number one in his sectional for the 100.
That's what's up.
So I'm like, yeah, but I know like last week he ran in his one heat, man, and these jokers was fast as shit. He said, man, they had me running against Ghost and Speedy and Aquaman. I said, what they call you? Nothing. I said, well, shit, nothing. And you ran fast, boy. Shit. I guess that's why I couldn't catch his ass when it was time for whooping back in the day. But man, I enjoyed it, man. One thing we was at the track meet the other day, and man, they have javelin. They throw the javelin now. They have discus throwing. Of course, they have shot put. And I'm like, damn, did they have this shit when we was in high school? I don't know because I didn't do the shit. But I'm like,
I remember shot put. I don't remember javelin. So I don't know.
Yeah, I remember the shot put.
Yeah,
'cause I did that when we was in middle school. So I know they had shot put. But man, these jokers here, man, like one of my lamp lighters, bro, like he threw the shot put. And I think he threw that motherfucker like 106. I don't know if it's feet, meters,
yeah.
or
It was
whatever,
100 something,
but it was
whatever.
160 something, and he came in first.
Nah.
And then man, this white girl looked like Pippi Longstocking from Davidson. Man, she was lunching that goddamn javelin.
Yeah.
For a girl, she threw that bitch like 120 feet, meters, something, whatever it is. Whatever it was, she threw that, but she was lunching that bitch. Man, but I tell you, like, if y'all ever get a chance, man, go to the track meet and watch that shit. But that shit is intense like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I love the kids, man. I'm out there supporting all the kids, not just mine. And then they be like, oh my God, like, you know, one time around the track, that's the 400 meter.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, one little kid, man, he had to run the 1600.
Ooh.
And he came in dead last. And the announcer was like, everyone, let's clap it up for him.
Oh, man. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, so the race still going and they waiting on them to finish.
Dang.
Yeah, that's bad.
Dang, yeah,
I
that's
clapped
bad.
it up for him because I was like, damn, that would have been me.
No, because at least in the 100 or 200, like, it's fast, done.
Yeah.
Like, everybody finished their lap. You still got a lap to go. Like,
Shit. Man, then like...
You done got lapped.
yeah.
Shit,
Twice.
Just shit. Twice, nigga.
Dang.
Shit, then, man, like, I commend every kid that does hurdles. Cause that shit is no joke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hurdles can mess you up, too, boy.
Man, this one kid, I don't know what school he was from. They started out, he run, hit the hurdle. Run, blink, hit the hurdle. Run, blink. That fourth, blink. He said, man, fuck this, and walked off the track. I said, that would have been me.
Like, I'm done.
I'm like, I'm done, son. I'm done. I'm out of here. He hit that bitch and walked off. I was like, I said, hell no. I said, I bet he was like, man, I told Coach not to put me out there for that shit.
You know the same about Vic, Coach.
I wasn't even mad at him. I said, shit, that damn show would have been woo goddamn back in the day. Shit, boy. But yes, sir. Who love the kids, baby?
Yeah, dog. Because, like, even with that, dog, that's like, not only do you have to run fast, you have to jump high enough every time. And it's like, quick. Choo, choo, choo. Like,
Man, yeah. Yes, sir. Damn. But yeah, I would have just stuck with shot put.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was, so, Lay was like, you know, freshman year, she either got to take P or JROTC. And so she thinking about taking her JROTC. And she was like, why were you in JROTC? I was like, it's simple to get out of school. That was it. That was, you know, they told me to be on the drill team. I was like, bet.
That was the political dad answer. And he couldn't tell her the real reason why he joined RTC. I think I came to practice one day. I was like, son, you have to join RTC. It is so many females in RTC.
And then Colonel was like, hey, you ever been on the drill team before? No, sir, I haven't. Well, you're upstanding young man. How about being on the drill team? I know nothing about it. Oh, we'll teach you. Oh, and then you telling me that? And then Andre was like, yeah, we got a school for everything. Oh, well, just give me the list of things that I need to be on so I can get out of school. Man. You need to be on the rack. What when we went into the woods and orienteering or something
orienteering.
Like that.
We did we was on the orienteering team.
Yep.
We was on the drill team. We was on the color guard.
Yeah. Like whatever that was.
I said, Sean, whatever I do, just do it with me. It's like, okay. Everybody was like, oh man, y'all gotta wear them pickle suits.
It was a lot of other people that was wearing them too.
That was one day a week. And we got school all the time, man. All the time, brother. Yeah, I was like, man, cause one day I was in the staff office and I had found a video, and so I put it in there, and I was like, dang, why we don't do this shit? So I was like, Colonel, why we don't do this? Like, well, nobody ever asked. I said, Colonel, we gonna do this and we gonna win. Man, shit, boy. We went to that one drill meet, and I'm talking about, it was like, okay, it's time for exhibition. There go Jack. And he was like, man, we in that motherfucker, man. We did our routine. We spread out. We got down, hit that about face, and kicked them goddamn rifles. And one person threw that bitch in front of somebody's face, and one person threw that bitch behind, caught them holes. Everybody was like, oh! Like, all you heard was, oh, shit!
Dog, it was nothing like, the first time you have to do it, like spinning a rifle and catching a rifle was the most nerving thing.
Yeah.
Cause you had to catch it at the right point. Mm-hmm. If you caught it too high, you're gonna get the tip of it and jack up your hand.
Yep.
If you caught it at the bottom, it was too heavy and you was gonna end up either going back or going forward.
Yep.
Man, once we had got that part down, it was a wrap.
Man, boy, everybody was hating that. Like, cause Murphy, they used to win everything. We came in that bitch and won that whole that day. Like, man, you motherfucker, man. Like, you some bitch. And you know me, I'm talking shit while we got the trophy, Jay. We was at the fairground. I mean, I'm talking shit like, bitch, we won. Well, them niggas got down. They follow me outside. That thing I know, I say DY, Sean, Andre walking up. I said, what y'all want to do now?
Man, them meets used to be fun though, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Be down there all day.
All motherfucking day, man. Yes, sir. But yeah, man. You know, it's your boy Woodini.
Woodini.
Yep. So everything good, brother. Everything good on my end, man. Blessed, black, and highly favored.
That's what's up.
And without further ado, man, we want to thank y'all for coming back, rocking with us for another episode of Wisdoms. And we are on episode 230. What, Jay? 5. 235.
Shit, what, Jay?
Stay alive.
Where we at, Jay?
Where we at, Jay? Where we at? 235, man. And as always, man, it's a blessing to come back and do what we do, man. You know, it's therapeutic for us, and I hope it's enjoyable for y'all.
Yeah.
So moving into our next part of the episode, man, you know, it's the check-in. And this part is dedicated to our good brother, man, late Gate Slate, Montrez Slater. For those that just tuning in, and for those who have been listening to us, y'all know we dedicate this, man, for Slate. He was tragically taken away from us. And the reason why we do the check-in and honor him is because, you know, he was very pivotal in the community, man. Every time you had something going on, he would always want to check in and make sure he could be there to support, man. That was the type of person that he was. So, going around, Jay, we're going to start with you, man, on the scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, bro. Check in with your brothers.
Man, I'm sitting on about a 8 right now, man.
Okay, then.
Ain't nothing too tough happening, man. My van was in the shop, got it out. Everything went all good with that. So we back rolling.
You see me rolling, they hating, patrolling. Man, look, and I know, man, I think it was Jay and Head, man, that put me on the color changing click.
Oh yeah,
Swisher House, Screwed Up click, the Bar Baby, all that good stuff, man. Catch me at the Kappa. I'm a Kappa slapper. And that shit really, once I became the Brewers, it resonated with me. I'm a Kappa slapper.
Yeah.
I don't do that shit no more, man. I promote non-violent activities.
Yeah, right.
You can call me the Martin Luther King the Jr.
Okay.
I don't do that shit no more.
But yeah, man, I'm good, bro. Just looking forward to more stuff popping off, man. I'm actually, you know, the tech company I work for, the tech support. We got like a project with KFC, and like I'm kind of waiting on that to like pop off, cause that's something I'm a little excited about or whatever. I can run some like installs and stuff throughout all the KFCs and stuff, so that'll be cool.
They give you free food.
So last, you know, we was doing it for Pizza Hut last time, and so like most of the time we go overnight when they close. So, but like if you come in at the right time, you know, before they done closed and shut everything down, and most of the time the managers will hook you up with food.
Yeah,
He'll be like, yo, hey man, I'll be there in an hour. I need that stuffed crust.
Yeah,
You know.
it's kind of crazy, like, cause they actually, I guess they really give them a budget the way they supposed to buy the food for us and stuff. But then sometimes they be acting,
keeping that shit.
yeah, sometimes be acting crazy, man. They try to, so I was like, man, it is what it is. Like, I ain't tripping. Like, I'll buy it if I have to. But then it was like, I ain't really want, you know, after eating so much of that junk, it was like, I don't even want to eat.
That's
that
how I
shit
am
no
with
more.
McDonald's.
Yeah,
Cause you know I worked at McDonald's in high school.
Yeah.
Before I started work, I left McDonald's, worked at West, and then when they caught on to the scheme at West, I had to quit at West, and then I started delivering at Hungry Howie's. And I used to hook the hood up. I used to tell them niggas, man, y'all call, man. They be like, Kendrick, you going to work? I said, yeah, I'm finna go to work. Say, man, Yeah, I call in a big order. And then about 10 minutes, about 15 minutes, cancel it. And then, cause they don't want the product to go to waste. So they gonna be like, hey, we got this food, we gonna sell it for a discount. I'm like, then have somebody call from a different number, place a small order, and then I bring something extra. Man, I used to goddamn make a killing in tips. They be like, damn, man, shit, you know, by that time, man, back in 2003, 2002, 3, and 4, shit, $50 went a long way.
Man, what you say? Remember you used to be able to fill up a car with $10?
Man.
$10.
Yeah, it was 20 for the van.
But still, that's gonna cost you $50 now.
Shit, yeah. Yeah, especially that nice vehicle you gotta put premium in that thing, baby.
Yeah, you do too.
Yeah, I know, but we ain't talking about me. Yeah, shit, Jay got that goddamn big body pickup.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Too much.
Man. And so we talk about KFC, man. Who got the worst biscuits?
KFC.
Yeah, I'd probably say KFC.
Okay.
KFC
got the worst
biscuits
biscuits, yeah.
trash.
They
Absolute
horrible.
trash.
They don't even sop up the gravy off the goddamn mashed potatoes.
You got to use the mashed potatoes and the gravy. You got to dip your biscuit in mashed potatoes for it to be soft. Like, that ain't good. That's not good. It's not like you're doing it out of, like, because you want to. You're doing it out of necessity, bro. Like, I don't want to have to dip it in there.
Man, shit. I'm still a Popeyes biscuit man lover. I love me a Popeyes biscuit.
Yeah, just make
Popeyes.
sure you got something to drink nearby.
Right, man, that Popeye cookie. That's what I call it, a Popeye cookie.
Yeah, I still think they number one in my book, man. Popeyes. Sometimes they'll mess them up though, man. I done been a few times they were kind of trash.
Yeah.
Like, dang, how y'all mess these mugs up?
Yeah, it's the same thing you do every day.
Yeah.
Like, the recipe don't change. Like, the way you cooking it don't change.
How did I get
The
this?
temperature you put it on when you put it in the oven, don't change.
Man, I remember, man, when churches had them honey butter biscuits. Them bitches used to be fire.
Yeah.
And then, like, they start burning them bitches. Them hoes hard, crunchy. I was like, fuck this.
Man, you have to peel the top of it off.
Yeah.
Because the bottom of it like a puck.
Peel that bitch off like a scale.
Scab biscuits.
Got them scale biscuits.
Yeah. I ain't coming here with no Band-Aid biscuits.
Man. All good, man. So Jay on a 8. Hollywood Hess. Where you at?
I'm at an 8, man. Sales cycle ended today. Whew. It was a little intense this week. You know? And, like, you know, what I appreciate about when you got, like, a good leader, even, like, it's like, hey, look, we need to have a sense of urgency, right?
Right.
Especially being in sales, you gotta have a sense of urgency the last week of the sales cycle. But it's not, like, she isn't, like, you know, screaming at us, you know, talking down to us, like, get your numbers, why aren't you getting your numbers, you know what I'm saying? Like, she talking, like, you can tell, like, it's with purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, hey, dog, we gotta get it. We gotta get it. But it ain't a, I have to call it back. But it's not a, you know, you feel like you can get it done.
Yeah.
But I think it comes with trust too. When you trust your team,
That's it. That's the key.
yeah. When you trust your team and you see the effort, like you can't. Like I think she's got. Like she's at the point. Like if she see you trying, she like, all right, we good,
Right.
because she know we got the ability. You know what I'm saying? But you know, everybody's not that fortunate, and I think that. It's just like it was a stressful week, but it wasn't because it was coming from up top. It was just like knowing, like, man, this is the last week. I gotta get in everything I can, and finish the week pretty strong. So, but it's just like, all right, Sales cycle end of the day. Chill this weekend, and then everything resets. Got to get back at it Monday. But got to kick it with my siblings on Sunday.
Okay.
We celebrated my stepmom. That was her death date on Sunday. So we just got together and just hung out, kicked it, had a good time, man. Had a good conversation with my pop yesterday.
Okay then.
So things, man, on the up and up, on the up and up for real. So I'm really probably closer to a 9, but not too bad of a week.
Okay, then.
That's good, brother. That's good, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay then.
What about you, big dog?
Man, shit, dog, I'm gonna say I'm on a 9. Shit, man, my postmaster, man, she get married tomorrow, so she been out since Wednesday. Oh my God. It's been so fucking peaceful, man. But like she asked all us, who wanted to come to the wedding. I should have went because I've never been to a Caucasian wedding. So and what I envisioned because she's older, of course. What I envision is the wedding scene from Forrest Gump when him and Jenny was getting married in the backyard.
It's very possible.
And the reason why I also envision like that is because they're getting married in her backyard, right? So I was like, I don't want to go, but I should have went. But then, of course, like the black people, man, they, of course, we want to see the ceremony, but we be ready to turn up at the reception.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want to eat green bean casserole and souffle.
Man, look, I've been to one.
How was that?
The wedding, so it was white guy married an Asian woman. So they did kind of like a fusion.
Oh.
The wedding reception.
I know they had honey chicken and
man,
egg rolls.
The reception was 5. They had so much alcohol.
Was that wrong with me?
No, it was accurate.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
So y'all did have egg rolls.
We did.
Wontons?
Yep.
Oh, I love me a good... Every Asian place don't know how to make wonton. You think they would know how to make a good wonton?
Right, man. It was a spot across the bay when I was working over there that made like the best crab ragoons.
Oh, that's what I meant. My bad. Crab ragoon.
Ooh.
Oh,
them so good.
Man, you bite into that motherfucker. Oh,
and then they had like a sweet drizzle over it.
Now, so it's 2 types of wontons I had. It's one that made like a Reese's cup.
I seen those. I hadn't had it.
Okay, and then the ones that made like the paper football.
Right.
I like the ones that made like the paper football.
Right. Dog.
Oh my God, that motherfucker be all fat in the milk.
Oh man, and they do it all by hand. Ain't no manufactured nothing. Like you can tell, some mama saw was back there like pinching them together.
Mama saw.
Yeah, was pinching them together. Yeah. But yeah, that one was fun, and they had so much alcohol there. Like that was the first time I had Tito's.
Really?
Yeah, It was like, hey, Sean, you need to have these Tito's and lemonade. You ever had it? I was like, no, I've never had it. Hey, get them a Tito's and lemonade, guys.
See that, man? Man, I'm telling you, man. If you never drink with white people, oh my God, that's the one time when white people like y'all all be on the same level.
Yeah.
Shit, you might not even be on the same level because they just gonna keep buying.
Oh man,
it's like say, hey man, I remember. So we senior year at UAB, we had to go to this camp where before we commissioned, because I was in the ROTC at UAB, So before you can commission and graduate, you had to go to this camp. It's called it was called LDAC then. It was Leadership Development Advancement Course, and they held that at in Tacoma, Seattle, SeaTac, Tacoma, Washington. I can't remember the name of the base right now. Joint Base something shit. I don't know. But you go there for 30 days. So of course, like, and they had you in different rotations. Well, the rotation I went, it was me and like 2 other black people in our company. One was it was a female from Tuskegee. We still cool to this day. And it was another black guy. I can't remember what school he was from, but we was there with like a whole, like, of course, you know, you're around these people 30 days, like, y'all become cool. Well, anyway, after we graduated, we had to go to this second part, which was called BOLIT, Basic Officers Leadership Course. And this was at Fort Benning, Georgia. At the time, I don't know what the fuck they named Fort Benning now, because, you know, the blacks won and they changed all the names of the military installations back when, you know, the Black Lives Matter was heavy. And so a lot of the white guys that I went to LDAC with, we were all down at the same time. So we went downtown Columbus one night, and they was like, Wooten, don't worry about it, man. Drinks on us. This is when I learned about the goddamn Jaeger bomb.
But then, like, I hate them then.
Yes.
Because you brought that. No, it's car bombs.
We had car bombs and Jaeger bombs.
Yeah.
Oh, man. They was like, Wooten, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. You know, hey, we got it, bro. You know, man, shit. We ran that motherfucking tab up. They got my ass sloppy drunk, Jake. I'm talking about, man. And then we went to an ATM outside us because we was bar hopping. We went to an ATM. They found somebody's debit card. Me, I'm the only black guy in the group. I said, hey, man, we need to turn this in. They said, oh, no, it's good. Man, when that motherfucker, they start using that motherfucker. Man, but when I tell you, boy, like, white people know how to drink.
Yeah,
white people know how to drink. And, like, when I remember when I went to the Army-Navy game about 2 or 3 years ago, it was at Lincoln Financial in Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, the Eagles stadium.
Yeah.
And I was sitting, you know, by the end zone, and the white guy was like, hey, bro, Army or Navy? I said, go Army, be Navy. Oh, shit. What you drinking, bro? I said, whatever you buying, bro. What you drinking, you know, bro? You got to talk their language then. Well, it don't matter, bro. Whatever you're buying, bro. So, shit. Man. Good times. Great times. Great times. Great times, man. Great times. Great times. I tell you, Jay, get your good Caucasian friend and go drink.
Man, you know, I met a bunch of them up there at Auburn, man. They used to be crazy, bro. Them dudes would be drinking all night. That's when I realized, like, dang, yeah, they really don't play. That's like the keggers and stuff, having the kegs.
Yeah.
Like, bro, they be like, we're going to float the keg.
Man, ultimate boy, they be pumping that little keg, and that shit be moving, boy.
It's like, that's a whole process you got to deal with, even you know, going through the whole factor of getting the kegs and all that. Like, man, they be serious, boy.
Man, we used to hang with the I think it was the Teaks at UAB. And man, them white boys used to get pissy drunk. I'm talking about, man, slaughterhouse drunk, boy. I'm like, shit. I think that's where I got my tolerance level at, man. Drinking with white folk. Yeah, you know, not all white people bad. Not all white people bad, man. Man. So, Jay, what? If you could do college all over, man, would you go back to Auburn, or would you do an HBCU?
Man, I don't know. If I always had so it would still be either or, you know, like, cause I always think about, you know, like if I would have went to like a Southern, you know, and just still did the band thing, you know, I think that would have been pretty cool.
So it would have been. What made you not want to do band?
Well, I knew that. I really didn't look at it as where I wanted to go, like career wise, for real.
Okay.
Like in terms of like the music, even though like even with Southern, you know, they was a fire engineering school, so I still could have, you know, did something cool with engineering, but you know the cost of going there, and then I didn't really want to go to any other school like State or A&M, because like I had a scholarship to A&M, but you know I was like, nah, if I'm gonna do that, I have my eyes set on where I wanted to go. So yeah, I probably would still do it the same though.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably would still do it the same, man. Cause you know, we still had, you know, Tuskegee was still right there, so it's still like a black college right there, you know, down the road, close enough to the state and everywhere else too. So, I mean, I still would have probably did the same for real.
Man, because I guess like the reason why I asked, man, is like, well, I'm gonna ask His, if you could do it, if you could do the college life all over, would you attend a HBCU, or would you still do a PWI?
I might still do it the same, only because UAB, the experience we had at UAB is probably as close to HBCU experience as we would have at PWI. I don't know if my answer would be the same if I went somewhere else.
Yeah.
But if it's like when I go to UAB or HBCU, I might still go to UAB.
Okay.
But I think the HBCU experience is so much more highlighted now than probably what it was when we were in school, because it was like, unless you went there, like, cause it was something you had experience, like,
yeah,
cause even we had like classics down here, and you know, go to New Orleans for the Bayou Classic, that type of thing. But I didn't experience that until I went to Tuskegee.
Yeah.
For their classic. After we lost. And I was like, oh, this is life.
Yes.
This I didn't know what this was. Like, nobody told me about that. But then too, like, just the way that business is handled at a PWI versus a HBCU, like, it's like it's pros and cons with both, because from an academic standpoint, the teachers and professors, they care about you a little bit more at a HBCU because they want to see you succeed long term.
Right, yeah.
You know, where PWI, they like, look, man, get it how you live.
Yeah.
So that piece, I probably, like, I would have enjoyed a little bit more, but dorms were better in most cases at a PWI because the funding is there. Where not so much at most HBCUs, which I hadn't been like on a HBCU campus like that in a while, so I don't know what the dorms look like, to be honest. But just off of what I've experienced, that piece is definitely like a pro over HBCU band, but I don't think you can beat the heritage and the tradition that comes with it. But as long as you have a program advocating for you at a PWI, like we did with BSAC, you can still get that for the most part. So, I probably would still go to UAB. Plus, man, Birmingham, golly, Birmingham just... I was talking to my, cause my coworker, she went to UAB the same time we did. And we were just reminiscing, talking about being in the city during that time. And it's like, golly, missed them times. We missed them.
I think, like, I know, like, me personally, man, I enjoyed my time at both PWI, HBCU. I think if I could do it all over, man, I would probably want to do an HBCU and graduate from an HBCU, only because, like, knowing what I know now about the history, the culture that surrounds HBCUs, I would definitely do that, man. I do agree with you as far as, like, on a business level and the business standpoint, man, like how much the PWI handles the business. And I'm just speaking like from my terms as being at both, being you know, not well. I mean I've heard issues like from other people how they had at different HBCUs, but like I think like when I came to UAB, it was like such a smooth transition, you know. I do like the HBCU standpoint of being a family, because when I was at Dillard, man, like classes, they were so intimate. Like, of course, like my biggest class would be like a science class, a chemistry or a biology, something like that. But even like those classes, man, I'm thinking probably they were maybe like 20 people. When I got to UAB and I had to take biology over, man, it was like about 50 to 60 people in there. You know, and they holding them bitches in like mini auditorium.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think I would try my hand at an HBCU again and want to graduate from one. And my next question would be, would you still want to go? Well, I know you said you would want to do UAB over, but Jay, like, would you want to go further, expand out, like further than Auburn, or
like
would you want to
Alabama?
stay? Would you want to stay in Alabama?
Yeah, you mean like go outside of Alabama?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, for me, if it was a HBCU choice, that would also be going outside of Alabama in itself anyway, because it would have been Southern. So yeah, if I was to do HBCU, I probably would have went out of state, just because that was the ideal.
But
it would have been
still,
either
like,
that or A&M.
But Southern, so Baton Rouge from Mobile is probably like 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah, it's like 3.
So that's still really not far.
Yeah, it's not far. But I'm saying it would have been at least out of state. I mean, would I have like tried to go to like HU or something like that, or like what is it? Like
Howard,
Howard, or like somewhere like that, like or North Carolina A&T or somewhere out that way. Probably not.
Man, but the like, what's the HBCU in Nashville? Is it Shaw or Fisk?
I think it's Fisk.
Yeah, like I would want to go to one that's like in a city or close to a city.
Yeah.
You know, I could do Baton Rouge or like don't send me to Grambling. Grambling's like in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I mean, you got to realize, like, once again, you know, you do your history. I mean, well, not do your history, but you do your research and you learn the history. Like, a lot of HBCUs were like they branched off like in those early like 1800s.
I understand that
because they, you know what I'm saying, like they. You know, like some of the, you know, the slaves, slave owners, like they helped them get land, and you know, here's another one. Majority of the HBCUs were established by white people.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
You know, but like, so I guess like the reason why I asked that question was. It was an opportunity that came up for two of our lamplighters to attend a STEM program for a week, a STEM camp, all expense paid in Lincoln Hills, Colorado. And so I asked Jay. I said, "Hey, you know, do you want to attend this camp? Is all expense paid? Is STEM? You know, you want to go into engineering? It might be good." And he was like, well, I don't know because I don't want to go that far from home. And I was like, well, what about college? And he was like, well, you know, I've been looking at schools, you know, in the state because I don't want to be too far from home. And so that got me to thinking, like, do we I know us, like, we love Mobile. Like, I know for me, I always say Mobile is a great place to raise a family.
Mm-hmm.
Like, truth be told, is a good place to raise a family. Once you get out of high school, you gotta get out eventually.
Yeah.
And I think, like, and so I started thinking back to myself. I was like, well, damn, you know, I started out at Dillard, didn't know too much about an HBCU, but it was only 2 hours away from home.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's in New Orleans. So I was like, my thinking was, I'm not too far from home. If I get homesick, I can just shoot back to the crib.
Yeah.
Then I was like, well, shit, then I went to UAB. That ain't nothing but 3.5 hours from the crib.
Yeah.
Would I have wanted to go to a Howard or to a Hampton or to A&T in North Carolina? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I'll tell you this. My experience at Morehouse, though, if I didn't have to worry about the out-of-state fees, I probably more than likely would have went to Morehouse.
Right.
Because the one thing about, like, and you brought it up, the culture and the heritage.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just sitting here listening to you talking, and it came to me, too, like, when you graduate from a HBCU, it means something more.
Yeah.
Like, the alumni groups are, like, that's how you stay connected to the university. Like, when we graduate from UAB or Auburn or South or something like that, it's kind of like, all right, got the degree. Outside of staying in touch with probably the people that you kicked it with, like, you ain't really going back for alumni purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, which HBCUs, most people that graduate from them do whatever they can to stay connected to the university.
Facts.
And I think that speaks volumes to the type of culture that is established within each person that goes there, right? I think, but like kind of going back to like being homesick and things like that, I don't think I would appreciate Mobile as much as I did if I didn't leave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had stayed here and went to school, I wouldn't appreciate the city like I do.
Yeah.
When you go off and then, you know, people that you didn't really vibe with at school for real, then you all of a sudden become closer to when y'all go away together.
Facts.
You know, because it's like, all right, this is like our community, our home away from home.
Yeah.
So we gotta look out for one another type thing. And then when you come home, it's just something. It's like rejuvenating in a sense,
Right?
Because it holds a special place because this is home. So as far as I just feel like everybody should go away for college because so they can experience that piece. How far you go, that's kind of like everybody's own preference.
Yeah,
but
and like something you said, man, like the only times when I go back to UAB is like I'll go back for chapter anniversary, or like if I go back because and I say we as in like the bros, like KD will hold like every year we hold like a big tailgate in honor of one of our chapter bros that passed away at a young age. Shout out to Frank McDaniel, man, the tray off of KD09 line, and but most of the time, like when I go back to UAB, is I'm always with the bros. Like I don't go back for like no other reason. I love the friendships and the bonds that I made at UAB, but like I still hold close to my friendship and bonds that I made at Dillard too. Mm-hmm. Like even though I didn't graduate with my class, I still keep in touch with like majority of our class at Dillard, and any chance that I get, like I try to go back and kick it with them too. But I think like I think back like, damn, you know, why didn't I travel further to go to college? Mm-hmm. Was it like fear that set in, or was it the fact that I still wanted to be close to home? You know what I mean? So it's like I couldn't be mad that, you know, he didn't want to go, you know what I'm saying, like to this camp. But then I was like, well, damn, you know, I wish he said he wanted to go so he can get the opportunity to see like, okay, I'm finna be on my own. Let me start venturing out and you know, doing some things.
But that's a real fear though. Like you've been living with the same people in the same place your whole life, and then now you become an adult and you got to move away from that. Yeah. You got to step all the way out your comfort zone. So as much as we seek the independence that comes with going to college, mm-hmm. it's a fear of not having that safety net when stuff goes left.
Facts.
You know, like you said, man, you was in New Orleans. If something happened, you only 2 hours away from the crib. So, or 3.5 hours away from the crib. If you need to get home, you could. If somebody need to get to you, they could. Mm-hmm. Now, you got some people that's like, nah, I'm trying to get it far away from home. It's possible. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, the second, like, I had my cousin Chris, she knew without a shadow of a doubt, like, she had to get out of Mobile. Mm-hmm. She joined the Navy, fresh out of high school. Yeah. You know? And she hadn't lived here since. That she didn't want to.
So let me ask y'all a question, man. Okay, so we all went off to college. Now we're parents, and it's crazy. My first child is finna graduate high school and go to college in the fall. Baby, I'm wise. Look, hey. I seen a post on Instagram. It broke down the different age levels. Mm-hmm. I'm big bro status. I got one more year being big bro, then I'm okay? So I'm big bro, baby. You know, that's how them old folk, them old niggas, they be like, come on, baby. Yeah. Like,
come on, baby.
baby.
Come on, Marvin.
Yeah. So, I'm big bruh, but like, being that we went to college, we went to PWIs, as predominantly white institutions, for those who don't know. You kind of experienced the HBCU level. I experienced the HBCU level. What would you do as far as like parenting? Would you try to persuade your kid to go to HBCU or to go to a PWI? How would you handle the situation? I'm gonna tell y'all like what I'm going through at the moment.
So we real big into like, cause Lake gonna be the first one for us, and we already planting the seeds of like, you know, about to be in high school next year. You really kind of need to start thinking about what you want to do, so then we can look at different universities that have these programs, and then decide where you want to go. So like, I'm not. The one thing I am saying to get away from home, and it's not a negative. It's just for the same reasons like I just explained. You need to get away from home. You know what I'm saying? You
see
need
what
to.
else out there besides mobility.
Yeah, you got to experience that. It's too
see what's
much of like out there for you not to experience it.
Right.
But as far as choosing or like persuading her where to go, and this is me now, you know, ask me this in 3-4 more years and I might have a different answer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as of now, it's just like, man, go where you feel like you're going to thrive best in order to get to where you're trying to go professionally. You know, I shared with them my experience, good, bad, and ugly. And, you know, and so they can at least somewhat understand what that looks like. But as of right now, we like, as long as it's not here, go. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like, I think too, the big piece is exposure. Like, I know y'all had the kids at A&M and, you know, cause you're at Lasia and your brother, they were A&M, so they have some type of experience with that. You know, so experiencing them to both, giving them the exposure to both, that'll help them make that decision is, I think, pivotal too. You know, that way they can make the best sound decision for them.
Right. What'd you say, Jay?
I mean,
you already had one kid that graduated high school.
Yeah, and
but
so
did she go out to college?
Nah, so what she said, like, in terms of like her plan or what, so she took like, you know, her ACT and everything, and she actually did pretty good, but she said she really didn't want to like pursue like college like that. Like, so she said she wanted to be a chef. So she said, you know, her plan is to, you know, go into culinary school. And so, that's basically, you know, the level she going after. She working a little bit cause, you know, like, for her, you know, like, we want to get her out too, you know, to be like more independent. So she do have to dip. You know, like, I want her to be straight, so I tell her, you know, make sure, you know, you save your money. You know, you got you a little nest egg saved up so that when you able to move and make your move, you know, you don't really have to be, like, trying to depend on anybody else for whatever you need or whatever.
Yeah.
So, she hadn't really said, like, where she really want to go in terms of, like, which school, though. But, you know, we'll cross that.
I'll say this too, though. Like, experiencing college, like being a broke college kid, does something for your character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you learn a little bit more about how to survive.
Yeah,
Man,
you do.
We was broke, but we didn't act broke.
Yeah, we didn't, but like, you know, hey, we eat noodles not because we want to. because we had to. We,
Noodles.
Yeah,
Cause
like,
after them
3 packs at a
goddamn,
time.
after them goddamn, them meal swipes, and then we ran through them Blazer bucks.
oh man,
Oh man,
you're like, golly, look.
Did y'all have shit like so?
they had the
Like
Tiger card.
so when we was at UAB, we had they gave us a certain amount of swipes where you can eat, and then like we had a certain number of Blazer bucks. I want to say it may have been like $50 or $75 in Blazer bucks. So like you can eat with your swipes like during, you know what I'm saying, like if you wanted to go to the HUC for breakfast or lunch or even dinner, you can use your swipes. And then when those swipes depleted, then you had the Blazer bucks. Like you can buy like some shit, you know what I'm saying? So we had that shit, but man, niggas like that. That's probably why I really don't eat noodles now. The only time my niggas was gourmet noodles.
No, that's right. You had to get creative. Be like, all right, let me chop up some hot dogs real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me drizzle a little bit this in here.
Yeah.
You know,
Shit,
make it go from a snack to a meal real
Shit, when
fast.
somebody had some food stamp,
Oh.
we were putting connectors in them hoes.
Oh
then.
man, oh man. What
Bro,
you say?
We used to kill that. I used to kill them noodles or that yellow rice and soup.
Boy, look, pasta size. One of those like 75 cents
Oh, yeah.
a packet.
Yeah.
Go to Walmart, dog, and grab 20 of them mugs, man. Be like, we finna eat off these all month.
Hell yeah.
Man.
So, like with Jay, you know, he the first one in the shoe for us. So, you know, of course he knew, you know what I'm saying, like, I graduated from UAB. He know his mom graduated from South. He know, you know, my sister and my brother, they went to A&M, and my sister-in-law, she graduated from AUM in Montgomery. So he was stuck on AUM for the longest, and AUM was like at the top of his list. And then, of course, you know, by him being a lamplighter, we take our college trips every summer. So, you know, when he been in the program, we went to Alabama State. We've been to Clark Atlanta, Morehouse. We've been to Howard, Morgan State. So being in the program, we exposed them to more HBCUs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So AUM was at the top of his list. Then it was Alabama State, and then South. And I told my kids, I was like, y'all not going to school here in Mobile.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta get up out of Mobile. So now, you know, I think me and Tay whole thing was we started talking about HBCUs a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And now his focus has switched because, like you said, you know, you talk to him like, all right, so what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to go to school for? What do you want to do? What do you want to be in life? And it took him a while to figure out like what he wants to do. Janai, on the other hand, she's like, I want to be a neonatal doctor. She, for whatever reason, stuck on Southern.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Him, just as of lately, Tuskegee is at the top of his list.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess like from my point of view, like I'm mentioning more about the HBCUs, and then by him being in the program and actually experiencing the HBCUs, I think the HBCUs are now coming to light for him.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, like not initially, but like I'm telling them more so like, hey, you know, look at these, you know, hey, because I'm a disabled veteran, you can go to school for free.
Mm-hmm.
But go after these scholarships. Whoever give you the most money, look at that.
Yeah.
But eventually, it's your decision where you want to go. Do I want my kids to go to HBCU? At this point, hell yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Where they go, that's on them. We ain't doing no community colleges though. But I want you to go to a 4-year institution.
Right.
I want you. You definitely got to go to a 4-year institution. I'm having these conversations more with them, the conversations that I didn't have when I was coming up.
No, because when we came out, it was just about going to college. Like, because I mean, you know, I know Jay, your brother went to college.
Yep.
But like me and you, we were first up. So it was just like, you need to go to college.
Yep.
So wherever that was.
Did Chantrice go to UAB?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So you had, you know, you were coming behind 2 other people that in your family had already done that. Where here it was just like,
we figuring this shit out.
yeah, like we were guinea pigs, you know, trying to figure it out. So my mom wanted me to stay home, just because she didn't, you know, she didn't want to be far from me, but she never was like HBCU or PWI. She was just like college, wherever that's at. I need you to go to college. You know what I mean? So I think time's different. And that's part of it, you know, because you ran off a list. All of y'all have either graduated or been to college.
Yeah.
So they got examples to look to, and y'all can speak to personal experiences. Whereas when we came out, it was like, let us know how it is.
Yep.
You know, we all trying to figure it out on the fly.
Exactly, man. And I think like the opportunities that the kids get nowadays are so much better than what we did.
Man,
we had when we was coming up. Like, you know, I'm just looking at, like, for example, here's me and you, goddamn, we played football. If we wanted to put together a goddamn film and send it out to somebody, man, we had to sit in there with Coach Johnson, Coach Queenie, Coach Lane, with 2 VCRs trying to dub some shit to put together. Now they got this shit called Huddle when they can just go in there and take pieces of their best highlights and put it together and post it in there, and you know what I'm saying, send it out to these colleges. I'm seeing so many kids now getting scholarship offers, you know, to all types of schools, man.
Yeah, like a scout had to come and see you.
Exactly.
Like now it's like they know pretty much your whole game before
exactly.
they even get
and
to
then
you.
like for Jay, like even now I don't know, because you was in the band. I don't know if like y'all had like band showcase or whatever to like what band directors or assistant band directors came to see y'all, but I know the last couple of years they've been holding band performances, and they have these band directors and the assistants come out and see them play at these performances.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like now in this day and age, I feel like if a kid is active and they're doing things, like even with dance, because you know, and I just saw this year, like you know, because Janiyah, she was the co-captain of the dance line. Their captain, she's a senior. She was able to go participate in like I think a senior night at Texas Southern, where she was able to perform with their dance line.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it is so many opportunities for these kids to get scholarships. Like, it is ridiculous, you know. And like I said, going back to Jay, I'm telling him, you know, I'm videoing him at his track meets and sending them to bros that are athletic directors, assistant athletic directors on the college level. Like, man, what you think? You know, the opportunities are there.
Yeah.
The opportunities are there, way more than what we had. And I, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, like, I think I want my kids to go to HBCU, but I want them to feel comfortable in the decision that they make. Cause I mean, you know, I tell them what I think, how I feel, but then I end the conversation, hey, it's totally your decision. Mom and dad are going to support you and back you up at whatever you want to do. So you make sure, like, this is the best fit for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the exposure, like, they're able to get exposure for themselves and able to get exposure to these universities a lot better than what we did.
Facts.
Which allows them to make a more sound decision as to where they want to go. Yeah, like, we were still dealing with dial-up, for real.
Man, what
You know what I'm saying? So, like, going to a school website, you might be able to check out 2 or 3 pages. It's going to take you an hour to do that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But they can look up whatever they need to look up. They can reach out to whoever they need to reach out to. It's so many different ways for them to get the information they need to make a really sound decision on that.
I totally agree. All right, so we gonna change gears, man. I'm gonna give y'all 3 topics on what y'all want to discuss. Do we want to discuss? Are y'all up on the whole Breakfast Club thing with Just Hilarious and Lauren LaRosa? Do we want to discuss that? Do we want to discuss this nasty ass white teacher in Indiana fucking the kids? Or do we want to talk about the dad and the family on Ayala?
Must said, ain't no sorries.
Ain't no sorry.
Ain't no sorries.
Which one of them y'all want to tackle?
Oh man, that Breakfast Club one is juicy. And I haven't even dove all the way into it. Cause like I saw Just Hilarious's video, her live, and I was like, whoa. Then the next day they came on and actually talked, because I was like, oh, she's showing up to work the next day?
Yeah.
To talk about it? All right.
Jay, you up on that?
Yeah, I had seen that joint, bro. It was, I don't know, part of me wondering, like, how much, like, is this can't even be real that this even happening like this right now. So they trying to, get the ratings up.
I don't know,
And,
bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
So, did y'all, okay, now, she gonna say, like, the tip of the iceberg happened with Corey Holcomb, with that video link from Corey Holcomb.
Less hilarious.
He is like the ultimate antagonist, though. Like,
I love it.
Yeah,
I
he
love,
is such
man, y'all
an
know
antagonist.
I'm here for petty shit,
Oh,
man.
man.
If y'all seen Beauty in the Black.
Yeah. I
Nah,
started
I
watching
ain't
it last weekend.
Oh man, you seen Beauty in the Black, Jay?
Started watching last
man.
weekend.
You gotta
I
watch
had to
Beauty.
get, because that first episode was tough to get through. And I
It
was.
was, but then like the show is so stupid, like you just gotta be like, man, I gotta stay watching.
Yeah, I was like,
Man, it's
wow.
like, so then it's dumb too. I ain't seen it.
Dog, because me and Till was sitting there, I was like, yeah, I'm really ready to turn it after the first episode. And I think I remember you saying, like, hey, dog, you got to stick with it. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, when he tried to hit her with the car, and it stopped.
Yeah, man,
That was hilarious.
did you watch all of it?
I haven't watched all of it yet.
Man. All I'm gonna say is fucking Horace. Horace is petty as fuck, and I'm here for it. Which reminds me, like, go back to Corey Holcomb, man. Corey Holcomb, I love it. He was petty as fuck, but what he spoke was true.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he spoke on it. He said, of course, after Angela Yee left, to start her own morning show.
Yep.
They was having guest hosts come in. And so they had like Claudia Jordan, she came and guest host a few times. Jess Hilarious came and guest host. Lauren LaRosa came and guest host. What Corey Holcomb said, like it resonated, like it stuck. He said, out of those three, Jess, she had a pretty big social media following because she's a comedian. She been on Wild 'N Out. She had a pretty big social media following. So they offered her the position as the third person on the Breakfast Club. And she gets on there and it wasn't the best, I admit. So paraphrasing what Corey Holcomb said, he said, they got Jess Hilarious, because she had a big social media presence. She got the job. After she gets the job, she gets knocked up. So she takes maternity leave, have a baby. They bring along LaRosa back on to fill in while she's gone. She's killing it. Why? Because she came from TMZ. She was reporting. And she does the shit well.
Right.
So when Jess gets back, okay, now they gotta figure out how they gonna handle this shit. Jess had her segment, they called it Jess with the Mess. I forgot what they used to call her when Yee did her thing. But now Jess is Jess with the Mess. She's not really presenting the news good enough. Mm-hmm. Lauren LaRosa, she hitting that shit out the park. So now, you gotta figure out how you finna do all this shit. So everybody in the comments like, oh, Corey Holcomb, he's right, blah, 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 blah. Just goes live. She goes live. She is airing her shit out on live. Man,
that shit was crazy.
That next day at the Breakfast Club, I was like, I said, cause y'all know I listen to that shit every morning.
Yeah.
I said, oh, I'm definitely tuning in. I know they gonna say something about it. Man, but hold up, backtrack. She get on there. Not only does she come at Lauren LaRosa, she got Words for Envy and Charlamagne talking about nobody up there comes to her defense, and online people attacking her, and nobody got her back. They ain't got no team cohesion and all that shit, and it's like East Side High up there. Oh man, they come back the next day and it's just all out fuckery. Just mad. They bring in Lauren LaRosa. They going at it, and it's crazy, man. Like, I don't understand, and that to me, that just showed why Jess is not fit for that position.
Yeah.
Because one, you airing out all your grievances on social media. Mm-hmm. Two, you come up there on live and you throw the two people that you work with that are the Breakfast Club
right
under the bus.
Yep.
Charlamagne, he don't let shit bother him.
No, I was like, you know how bad it's got to be when he the peacemaker.
Yeah,
like, he trying to play peacemaker.
Yep.
He's just like, all right, guys, all right, y'all, okay, all right, hey, guys, it's all right. Let's move on to the next thing. It's like when he's having to be the peacemaker, it's bad. Like DJ Envy so light skinned.
But he be getting so mad.
Oh, he's so light skinned, man.
But he had a right to be though.
Yeah, he's so light skinned.
In that situation, he had every right to be mad.
It's funny, like
that's like, Sean. That's like you go on a podcast, and they bring up Woods and you like, man, shit, that nigga Jay, all he do is make sure the level's right. He don't do shit else. That nigga Woo, man, shit, like, he just there. I'm the one who do everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and then, they bring in somebody else, you know what I'm saying, to try to be the voice. But shit, I'm there. You know? And I'm like, well, damn, Hayes, like, I didn't know you felt like that.
Right.
Like,
You couldn't holler at me
you
first?
couldn't holler at me? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm your boy.
Right.
Oh, shit, I felt envy. You got that envy. Let that shit air out.
Yeah.
Envy was like, man, you know what? I'm done talking. I'm finna go
Yeah.
give me. Envy said, I'm done talking. I'm finna go give me a sparkling water.
Yeah. But it's funny because he talked like he edited his conversation. Like, why the F would you... That's very light skin.
Yeah.
Why the F would you let somebody, in the comments, upset you like that? That's some F boy stuff. It's like, what?
Right. Right.
It's crazy though, man. Yeah, she was wrong for that though, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even if she did have a problem, that's something they probably could have talked about. But for real, it's like almost just it's showing that you basically kind of threatened by this person.
That's it.
And like, cause I even said it like, okay, like, cause she used to come with stuff and she don't even be knowing, well, maybe it's this or it is. She like, she don't really have no. Lauren come with the, so my sources have told me and all this and all. So it's like, her stuff be like legit, man. So it's like, we don't want to be out here really on no like super rumors. Like you talking about, or you talking about old stuff that been happening. But
or even like, even when. So when she came back, of course, like all the Diddy shit was popping off, and then she'll be like, they'll introduce, they'll be like, okay, we're coming up with Just with the Mess, and then she'll be like, well, yeah, we talking about the whole Diddy situation. I don't know too much about Lauren. Come in and talk about it. Like, you tell her to come in and talk about it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
whenever you have to say I'm not threatened by somebody, you're threatened by them.
Yeah. Then she like, I'm just saying. So I guess they did change the name of the segment now because it's the Lauren.
It's Latest with Lauren.
Yeah. So it's like, damn.
Yeah, it's like you're threatened. You know what I'm saying? Well, I gave her the segment. No, you ain't give it to her.
She took that.
She took it.
Man, I seen somebody. I seen a meme they posted. It said, Jess, I'm the one that told them to get her and bring her in, and it had a picture of what old girl Sid from Love and Basketball. when she was like, the only reason why you playing, she told Monica, the only reason why you playing because I got hurt.
Yeah. But you know what? Like, because she pointed out the whole, going out on maternity leave, getting pregnant, going out on maternity leave. She acted like somebody that got replaced because she got injured.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like quarterback lose his job because he got Drew Bledsoe, Tom Brady.
Yep.
Right?
Perfect example.
Yeah, like Drew Bledsoe was the franchise. Now he was getting older, but he was the franchise. He get knocked out, he get hurt. They bring Tom in. He ain't see a starting job in New England no more.
That was the same shit that happened
done.
with Tony Romo and Dak.
Yeah. Tony Romo got hurt. Dak came in, balled out. Next thing you know, it's a press conference where Tony Romo was like, well, he's our quarterback. It's like, no, but he also, neither one of them, well, Bledsoe, we ain't really have social media like that. But, Romo ain't got on social media, was like trashing Dak. Because he took his job, or he lost his job. So it is what it is.
Yeah, man. And then you were like, oh, well, I was the one who even said that she should be the one to hold it down while I was gone.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying now, like, man, now you trying to backtrack and all that. So she just shouldn't have did the whole live situation.
Man, that's what it boiled down to. The fact of the matter is, man, like,
less hilarious.
I hate when people take the social media to air their grievances out.
What you say?
Social media don't need to. know everything, man. Like, she made it bad for herself.
Yeah.
She really made it bad for herself. When she went on live, and then she came back and doubled down with it on the next day on air.
Yeah.
That really said out loud, you are not good for this position.
It's cool because she about to be up out of there.
About to.
About to be up out of there.
And the truth remains, you're gone. You're gone.
It's over with.
Baby, you're gone. Girl, you're gone. Done for.
Yeah.
Done for.
The executive was like, man, we've been waiting on the reason. We ain't trying to pay for y'all no way.
Gone. And then the thing about it, then it was like, Charlamagne said, after you came back, she was not here to take your place. She was coming on as a senior producer.
Well, from what it sounded like, I think she was already a producer.
Yeah.
Already, but then now they gave her the senior news producer title. But I think she was already there though anyway, just in the background.
They probably kept her,
You know what I'm saying?
when Jess asked the senior producer. Yeah.
So it's like, and then she said, yeah, you're my talent.
Oh, yeah. She was shaking her all through that. Like, you're my talent. Oh no, that's what Lauren said. She said, she was like, I don't want your job. She was like, you're my talent. It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, ouch.
I love it. I love it. Professional, petty.
That was basically like per my email.
Love it. I love. I'm all for the petty shit, man. I'm sorry. Like, I love petty shit. I love it. I'm trying to wing myself from being petty myself, but I love it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So, we gonna see. I don't think she gonna be there too much longer.
Yeah, she might have dug her own grave on that
Yeah,
one.
it's gonna start off as she's just taking a break.
Taking more of them. And then, you know what, man? Like, so, like last week, I guess she was in Atlanta doing a show or something, and she went to Shaq House. Did you hear that?
Like, why you airing that dude?
Why?
Stuff
Yeah.
like that, man.
Jay, did you hear about that?
Oh,
So she had, she was invited to Shaq House, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, I went to Shaq House, and Shaq had 4 white bitches in there cooking and cleaning for him." And Charlamagne was like, "Oh, tell us more." She was like, He was like, "Did you get a video?" He was like, "Well, nah, he wouldn't let me video, but I told him I was gonna talk about it." Like, but why would you air that shit out? Like,
Yeah, dog.
That's crazy.
do you know if you know what I'm saying?
You'll
Like,
never get another invite.
Never
get another invite.
Like, so it was 4 white bitches in there. One was rubbing his feet, and one was cooking, and Charlamagne was like, "What they look?" He was like, "Well, 2 of them was bad." I was like, "What type of shit is that?" You know what I'm saying? Like, that, yeah. That's why Carl Holcomb was like less hilarious.
Man.
Yeah. But the moral of the story is, if you got issues, man, don't take to social media. Because when she did that shit just made her look even worse. And then came back and say, well, it ain't had nothing to do with Corey Holcomb. It had everything to do with it.
If he don't say nothing,
You wouldn't have said nothing.
yeah, like he was the octane.
Yeah.
He indirectly put the battery pack in your back.
That nigga always pissing somebody off though. 5150. He be snapping on that jump.
Yeah.
That should be so funny.
That shit was dope. I ain't gonna lie. I saw that. I said, I totally agree with him. But hey, it is what it is. Y'all got Woosah moments?
I don't have one this week, man.
No, dog, I'm actually good.
We got a Woosah moment. Okay then.
I'm good.
Okay. Well, Jay, you got anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
Man, y'all check us out, wooism.com. We got all the episodes there, and y'all can follow us on Instagram at wooismspod and on YouTube at wooisms podcast.
Big Heads, Hollywood Heads, what you got for the people?
And catch all our new episodes every Monday on all major podcasting platforms, but also on Contentville, powered by Inspire You, the information station. Next weekend, man, we're gonna be all up and through Song for Song Winner Circle. We're gonna be at the the media conference on Thursday.
Oh yeah, man. My brothers, they gonna be holding it down, man.
Yeah, we're gonna be there Thursday, and then Sunday we holding down the red carpet for the competition itself. Shout out to Dre Day and the crew, man, for always keeping us on. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He said, "I only want y'all."
Yeah.
Bam.
Exclusive.
Man, look, like I just said, man, my brothers, they gonna be holding it down. Cause next week, before we even knew about the Song for Song, I was already committed to going to the 88th 7th district meeting in Orlando, Florida. So I'll be out there on my Q-Dog, my Omega Man business that weekend. But I know my brothers, man, they gonna hold that shit down like they always do, man. We may have something coming up in 2 weeks.
I feel like that's almost set in stone.
So be on the lookout for that. Hey man, Wisdoms, baby, we out here booked and busy.
Yeah, but look, if you need us though, holler at us. We're gonna do whatever we can to enhance your event. Why?
It's the Wisdoms way.
The Wisdoms way, man.
And as always, this has been another episode of Wisdoms. It's your boy Woo.
It's your boy Big Hess.
Jay Easy.
Woodini. Hey man, we gonna drink on some more of this oil, man. But we out of here.
Hey.
Hey.